Greeting everyone. Live stream number 54 is upon us. 54. According to Bonnie, that's well over 1 year's worth of live streams. Is that right, Bonnie? 50. Yeah, because 52 weeks in a year. Welcome all. You know, before I get started, I just want to say I made a post on Facebook today, and I've never posted on Facebook about my film channel, ever. I've been on Facebook for as long as most everybody when it started. I don't go on Facebook very often, but I made a post, and I'm just so happy and proud of reaching a milestone here at Filmboy24, and that's 5,000 subscribers. You guys don't know what that means to me. I know a few of you are friended me on Facebook and have said congrats and whatnot, like Barry and Jim Cahill, and just a couple of you that, and I really appreciate it. You guys don't know what it means to me. This started 4 years ago in 4 days as just a fun little way to sort of relieve some stress and show people what I enjoy doing on my time off, and just that's all it really still is. But I never expected I would get past a couple hundred subscribers, just friends and family and a few random people. So it means a lot to me, and I'm fidgeting. I feel like Talladega Nights. What am I supposed to do with my hands? So truly, I appreciate it. If you're subscribed, great. If you're not, that's fine too. So I appreciate everybody that has made it what it is today. I have so much fun doing this, and I wouldn't do it if I didn't have support from all of you people. So let's see who's here. Lyle is here. Let's go. I figure it's close enough to Halloween that I can start digging out my Halloween stuff, right? Lyle, how are you, my friend? Cecil, wahoo! Bonnie, on time. Well, kind of. We back, Lyle. Radios is here. Jeffrey is here. You're not first, Jeffrey. You're not first. Typically, you're very close to first, and you were here as well. Things happened the last 2 weeks. Yes, for me as well, but I'm excited to hear what everybody's been up to for the last couple weeks. Bonnie says, could we do a 1 hour and 22-minute stream as a 5,000 subscriber special? Yeah, sure we can. Let's do 1 hour and 22 minutes. You keep track, Bonnie. Right now I'm at 6 minutes and 44 seconds. Hey, Barry's here. Howdy, y'all, from rainy South Florida. Yeah, let me mention that really quick. If we lose connection, I promise you it's not my fault. I've been keeping an eye on the storm all week, today included. It's supposed to be really nasty today. So the weather is beyond me, and if it knocks out my internet, which it has been known to do occasionally, welcome to Florida, then I apologize. Not a whole lot I can do if I don't have intranet. Radios, my new computer is working and paid off. Woohoo! Congrats. That's the Mac, right? MacBook, I believe. Let's see. Who else is here? Sorry, I'm behind. Lucky number 7 today. Hey, Mike. Hey, Jim is here. Hello, Jim. Gordon is here and present. Jeffrey says, weather this week has been so hot and humid, afraid to take any cameras out. Yes, me too. The humidity is so bad. So, Jeffrey, you know the pain of taking a camera from inside a climate-controlled house outside, and you get if you guys wear glasses like me, and you enter the humid weather and temp, you know what happens. It just instantly turns foggy. It instantly turns to Kodachrome. Yeah, and it takes about an hour, unless you wipe the lens, which I don't like to do, for that to dissipate and your camera to sort of get acclimated to the 98 degree, 100 degree humidity, pressurized, Knocktop is here. You are early, actually. I'm sure you were here before me. Let's see, radios. Now I filmed or attempted to film the storm that happened Wednesday in my area with that Plus X and Bauer C3, so I'm very unsure it registered an image or not, and I filmed the damaged cause. Ooh, the damage. That sucks. My buddy, my good buddy, you guys know he's popped in here before, my buddy Jupes, my filmmaking partner for years. just took on quite a bit of damage. He's up in Illinois now, has a house there. And he took on quite a bit of damage from some just out of the blue tornadoes a couple weeks ago. So, I mean, we're getting pummeled. Everybody's getting kind of pummeled right now. And by the way, I have a little fun, simple, I thought about it about 10 minutes before I sat down, and I wanted to do it. Just a very informal, quick little 5,000 subscriber giveaway. But you have to be in the live stream to be present. You have to be present to be part of it. And if you don't want to be part of it, you don't have to be. Had no power for a whole day. Woo! That's no good. Travis, who are you? Tobin's photo and video. Travis finally made it. 5K. Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. Now I'm done paying for the computer. I bought a new camera. I'm not sure about. And some 50D to film the town parade. There's nothing better than town parades. Oh, some better, but town parades are awesome on film. I have a few parades from the 70s and 80s that I have on some old film from other people, and they're really cool. I posted a couple, but it's been a few years. It's been 4 years. Wow, I know, Barry. I can't even believe it. August 8th of 2020. Because of COVID, and we weren't doing much filming anymore, movie making, I said, well, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. August 8th, I posted my first video. Good work, Filmboy24. Keep it up. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Rich is here. Hello, everyone. I remember 2,000 subscribers like it was yesterday. Yeah, I've been kind of referring back. My daughter, Katerina, made this for me. This was in 2021. She's such a fun little talented artist nowadays. She's about to be 15, but I keep that right there as a reminder of how just gifted she is and how lucky I am to have you guys. Butch is here. Greetings from the land of little Joey. That's right. You're over there in La La Land. We're going to get back and start revisiting little Joey and cameraman Mike here really soon. Monsoon storms are rolling into Arizona. Oh no, hunker down, Jim. That's right, I thought it was a MacBook radios. Made my first purchase on eBay yesterday. Wow, Bonnie, first purchase. Congratulations. You're going to share it with us? I signed up for eBay in June or July of 1998. Now, mind you, eBay started in 1995, so there wasn't a lot. There wasn't a lot on eBay when I first signed up, but now it's flooded, and I sold a lot on eBay. And it was easy to sell on eBay back then. Well, easy. You had to take film pictures of your items, get it developed, scan it on your flatbed scanner, enter photograph. You know, it was a little different back then. Radio says we had close to a hurricane. Oh, wow. I know. I hope this little storm that's brewing out on the in the Gulf, I think it's now. It may pick up to be a hurricane. What's down? I haven't followed it since a couple of days, so I'm not real sure where it's at right now. But I read today that it may reach hurricane speeds before it hits us. Fun fact: FNAF will be 10 years old. Wow, will it really? I remember my oldest, Katerina, was having fun with that quite a few years ago. Hello, Italy. Who has 2 thumbs and loves parades? This guy and Lyle. That makes me feel, oh, Bonnie. On the Kodachrome film I sent and you developed, the first couple of scenes with the big building, there is palm trees, so I think it's somewhere other than Rockland, Mass. Oh! The only reason I said Rockland, Jeffrey, is if you pause it and you look, it does say Rockland on their shirts. On a couple, when they're standing there, there's an athlete on both sides of the guy in the middle. It says Rockland on the front. But now, again, that could be, I don't know. That was just a wild guess. I bought a Minolta D10 with case and accessories for $200. but I'm worried because the meter, if the meter is bad on these, they are useless. Can you not do, wait, the D10, can you not do manual exposure on that, radios? Who we got here? Me name. Halloween stuff is cropping up early this year. I know. We went to like Michael's or some hobby store. I can't remember where it was. Like a month ago, and they already had Halloween stuff up. Meters are overrated. Unless it's only auto exposure. You're right, Mike. I don't care if my meters are broken, as long as I have manual exposure. Congrats on 5K, man. Thank you, buddy. That's my brother, living naughty. He's getting very close too, I believe, to 5K. Yeah. Thank you, Jim. Most of my stuff from eBay is most of my stuff from eBay because I only have local. Yeah. There's nothing here locally unless you get something at a garage sale. Sure, it was a 9-pin to 4-pin cable to go between my 16BL and a battery. Only cost me like $100. So does it work, Bonnie, or did you not get the cable yet? I'm dying to know if your camera runs. There's one on eBay now that it's a little too expensive, but it's beautiful, BL. Yeah, you're right, Mike. That's what I was saying. Unless you have to have, I mean, unless it's only an auto exposure camera. I don't know if he's watching. He's not a subscriber, but Mr. A, I did a found film of his. Remember the guy? He sent me 12 found film cartridges. I just developed another one, and this one was a Vision stock, a 500T, and it was pretty interesting. And it was apparently shot on a Bentley, those 720 XL. Remember the little plastic camera I showed you guys that I did a video of? Got a plastic lens and everything. Well, the footage came out kind of how you would expect out of one of those cameras. Most of it's out of focus, most of it's not lit properly. But I'd say it came out probably better than the roll I shot in my Bentley. Now, I did use 100D, which is a tricky film sometimes, and this was 500T. But I don't know. I'm going to show it eventually. I don't have it loaded today. I do have a couple films I want to show you guys. Is Steven here? I haven't seen Steven pop up. New World Film. Let's see. Jim says, I have got another Canon 814 auto zoom and Kodak Cinemameter R8. And you guys are killing me. You guys have all the luck. Good for you, Jim. Those are, well, I know that's your favorite camera, the A14, and I can't argue that. I really can't. Jeffrey says Rockland, Mass is right. It looks like the film might, oh, it could be, yeah. It could be 2 different locations. You're right. I never even thought about that. You asked on Reddit about it. Oh, on the meter. Hey, Lyndon's here. Afternoon, all. I will get it in 1 to 2. Oh, you'll get it in 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, good. Well, hopefully, you'll be able to let us know if it works. If it doesn't work, I'll send it back and get a Nikon R10. I really want an R8 or an R10. They're the same camera. The lenses are different. Bentley B3 never worked. Well, this is the XL720 or something like that. Hey, Pete's here. Finally made it. Woo, part-timer. Part-timers are good. So here, listen, guys. I want to do a really quick, because I'm going to talk about this throughout the hour and 22 minutes that will be here. Thanks to Bonnie. So just for fun, and I know I sent out 5 rolls of Tri-X, right? I sent 5 rolls of Tri-X, this, to people. And this is not what this is about. I'm sorry, I'm not bringing it up. That's not, that takes as long as it takes. We'll get all that. So I sent 5 rolls of this. I don't know when this particular roll expired, but I have a few of these as well. It's the same stuff. It's just all different batches. So, and the box is nice and crisp. So maybe this one was, you know, it's held up a little better. This stuff holds up really well over time. This is not like Kodachrome where forget it. This stuff really, really held up well. So I'm going to give this away, and it's going to include processing, scanning, and return shipping for free. and I'm going to give it away. And there's not that many of us in here, so someone's going to get it. I would like to keep it within the U.S. I'm sorry, because I do have to ship it and ship it back. But I have on my phone, I have the little randomizer, and I'm going to write down names if you're interested. I don't want you to take it if you're not going to shoot it. And we'll put like a year expiration, okay? Because I'll forget. So I'll send you the film for free. Shoot it of anything whenever you want. Experiment, try different cameras, do whatever you want with it. All you have to do is send it back to me. I'll process it. I'll scan it at as high a resolution as I can get. I'll upload the video for you. And then I'll take the original film and I'll send it back to you for free, because you guys are awesome. But anyway, if you're interested, you have to let me know. Okay, I get it, Mike. It's no big deal. You're working on it. It's not. I'm not even concerned about that. Honestly, I got one rollback so far, and that's from Jeffrey. So I'm not concerned about that. But if you are interested, you have to let me know. You have to, because I'm going to write a number and your name, and then we're going to do a quick randomizer at the end of the video, and we're going to give it away. All right, what did I miss? Or I'll get the Minolta R12. Nice. Has a Nikon R8. Filmwave has a Nikon R8 and Nikon R10. Yeah, I got to get a few shekels together first. Those things are kind of expensive. You're working on your roll. You are too kind, sir. I'm in. All right. So let's see. Okay. Just say I'm in. Mike, I got you. You'll be, and look at this. I even have my next page. Look at this. And I'm going to do the randomizer in front of you. I'm going to turn the phone around. My 5K giveaway. All right. So number one's going to be Mike, because we know he's in. I'm going to go up and look. And I don't want to spend the whole stream doing this. We'll do it, you know, we'll put Flying O. Okay, number two. I'm just going to go down and see who else is in. Jim is in. Jim Cahill. Jim, you're number two. This is super random. Okay, sure. Okay, Cecil is in. You're number three. Did I spell that right? Yeah. DeVille. All right, who's number four? Who's after Cecil? Guess I am, but got to send. Okay, Radios is in. And we'll as people come in, and you know what? Absolutely, Lyle, you're in. Number five. We'll use that address. Whoop. All right, let's see who's number six. And again, all right, Butch is in. Hands up if you're in. Jeffrey is in. Jeffrey, you're number 7. I guess I could have just abbreviated. Who's number 8 after Jeffrey? So far I got Flying O, Jim Cahill, Cecil, O Radios, Lyle, Butch Magnum, and Jeffrey at this side towards the screen. You don't have to say it again if you already are in. You sent me film before. Yes, I did. I may still have that address, but if you win, we will verify. What about us 16mm people? You know, I thought about 16mm, Barry. The only problem is I'm not processing 16mm for people right now because I can scan it, of course, but the 100 feet of 16 has just been sort of my nemesis. I get such uneven results anymore. But I can put you on the list for 8, but I don't know if you even have a Super 8 camera. Oh, me name is in. All right, number 8. I don't know your name, but I'll just put me name. Guess I'm in. Radios, you're already in. You're number 4. Joe Schmo is in. That's Rich. All right, do we have a number 10? No Super 8 camera. Come on, Barry. You need to get on eBay. I need to be sure any of my cameras work before I try to shoot any more. Well, if you want in, Dave, you just have to say the word. I'm on number 10. But I thought we checked them when we hooked up, right? When we met up in Indiana, I thought we didn't. Didn't we check them? Did we put batteries in them? Gordon says 88 only. Oh, I don't know. I don't have any 88 other than junk film like Kodachrome and stuff that I just use for reels. Okay. All right, well, we're going to revisit this. If you're in, if you just joined the live stream, we'll talk about it as we go. But for right now, we got what we got. And we'll do it at the end. Oh, Dave is in. Dave, you're number 10. Okay. I'm not writing the number 11 yet because we're at 10 right now. What else? Let's see. Steven's not here, right? I didn't see him. Steven, no. Guess people aren't camera hoarding like me. Yeah, I'm running into a few Super 8 cameras that aren't working. Yeah, that's tricky. Oh, it's so tricky getting cameras on eBay. Ugh. There's a guy selling I just saw a guy or girl, I don't know. There's a seller, a Minolta XL601. It says the battery compartment is corroded. Very honest, I like that. But if you look back, he only wanted like 30 or 40 bucks. And I considered it because we can clean battery compartments. So I looked back at his items and his sold items. And he sold that camera previously and never mentioned that battery compartment. He sold it for like 80 bucks, which is actually still kind of a steal. And I'm assuming it was returned because now it's $30 or $40 and he's saying the battery compartment is messed up. So I'll probably stay away from it. Apparently somebody bought it and was hoping that it worked. It didn't work. Maybe they couldn't get it working. I don't want to be the guy that has to keep trying. Yes, it is, Jim. I love my XL401. I don't really need the 601 just for a little bit of extra lens, but I figure for that price, if you can get it rolling, that's great. But the belts go out in them. They really need to get replaced because they get sluggish. I'll take white vinegar and clean the battery compartment, but it's clean. Yeah, white vinegar is great on batteries, but I don't know, so we'll see. So I'm going to wait and see if Steven pops in because I got a film I was going to show that he sent in a couple years ago, and I did it a couple years ago, and I remember the results were not very good. It was found film, but I'm revisiting some of this old stuff that I have had and gotten, and I have it ready, and if he doesn't show up by the time I'm ready, then we'll just go on with it. But I shot this. By the way, I went on vacation. You guys know that's why I wasn't here last week. And I ended up shooting. I'm going to show you guys what I brought with me on vacation. But I shot. How many of you guys have shot this before? It's Whitner Chrome 200D. It's an E6 film, color reversal film. I'd never shot it before. And it came with a camera that I got on eBay. Only about 4 or 5 feet was already exposed, so I figured it'd be fun for me to play with it. So I shot most of this. I even wrote. Most of it was shot I went to St. Augustine with my family. We shot most of it in St. Augustine, and then I shot at the end, like the next 10 feet or so, just here. I think Piper and stuff, at home. So I'm excited to see how that's going to come out. What did I shoot it in? I'm going to show you guys. This is so pathetic. This is me, right? This is what I brought. We were on a 4-day excursion, stayed on the beach. Type A. After vinegar, wipe ice. Yes, isopropyl. Sometimes you got to even use sandpaper. Those little emery boards work good that ladies use on their nails. Okay. This is what I brought with me. You guys ready for this? You're gonna laugh when you see everything I brought. So first I brought this. You guys know that I can't go anywhere without this, right? The 514 XL, the best camera for run and gun I've ever had. I brought this, the best pocket 35mm camera, pocket 35mm camera that I've ever had. my Olympus XA. Nice little rangefinder, great little functionality. A lot of it is manual. It's not just point and shoot. Great, great, great fun camera. Of these two, I shot about 5 pictures from this, and I did 1 roll of film, that Whitner Chrome, with that. That's it. I also had brought, this is some test film from Kodak. This is the 4th roll that I had that they sent me. It's 500T, didn't shoot that. 50D, didn't shoot that. Whitner Chrome did. So, I brought those 2 cameras and I shot 1 roll of film. Yeah, this is a good grab and go bag. I just can shoulder sling it or whatever. It's a fun little bag. I keep extra batteries, film, charger, whatever. Okay, so then I love this backpack. It's a great little backpack, right? Here we go. I'm going to move this out of the way. You guys will enjoy this. I brought this because there was no way I wasn't going to use everything in here. And this is where you guys are going to get a good chuckle. Yeah, pencil eraser, that's a good idea, Jim. Okay, so, you know, the lid has my markers, some gaffer's tape, some white cards so you can write what film you're shooting, you take the first picture, that kind of thing. Some extra batteries, all kinds of, you know, the things, the blower brush, everything you need for, you know, cameras. First thing I'm going to show you, my mom sent me this. My mom and my sisters always look out for me. They're always looking for any camera-related items, and my stepdad. Always looking for like these anything that was like old school camera. So my mom saw this, I think she got it for just a couple bucks. So I took this. It's just a little Kodak point and shoot. It's the Cameo Motor EX, and I love cameras like this. This is funny because you put the film in, turn it on, or open it, and the film winds all the way out of the cartridge, kind of like a disposable camera starts. And as you take pictures, it's winding it back into the cartridge. So I brought this and didn't shoot a single photo. I brought some new 400 TX. I brought new Ultra Max, right? A 400 speed film as well, 36 exposures. And I brought some black and white film. I think that's Delta, Ilford. None of them were opened. None of them. None of them. Okay, those are just empties. You'll laugh, but watch this. I got a good Boy Scout. Are you ready for this? Everybody's ready for a good chuckle. Where's Travis? Boom! Yes, I wanted so bad to shoot this disc camera. I shot a lot of disc film in the 80s, I guess. Check out this disc. I have 2 of these packs, and of course they don't make this anymore. This is a disc camera. And if you're a youngin', you won't remember these. But you pull, they made different models. You pull that, it flops open, you put a disc in, it kind of looks like the Viewmaster disc, you know, you set the disc in, you close it, snaps closed, and you just take pictures. It takes 15 pictures, tiny, 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 like little 4mm frames, like Super 8 frames, and here are the discs. Now I don't have any out, but check out the date, because they discontinued this a long time ago. But if you look, it says final run 9 of 97. That's when it expired, or when you should develop it by. That's pretty recent film for this kind of film. The funny thing is, I think I've actually seen some that expired even later. I don't know, but this is, you know, this has got Dave Knopp written all over it. I'm not even kidding you. This is all about Knopp Top and probably Travis. But I love obscure films like that. APS, those weird films. Yeah, that takes me back too, Cecil. OMG, yeah, Jeffrey. Legend. You had one, yeah. I've had a few. Now, if you ever want to pick one up, try to get one that takes a real battery. Some of them had built-in batteries. There's different models. This is the 3000, and this takes a real battery. It takes a 9-volt battery, so you can change it out. Some of them, you just had to charge the battery, and those batteries are shot now, and there's nothing you can do with the camera. So try to find one that takes, replaceable batteries, I should say. That takes me back. See, so yeah. Flyno. I'm always finding old film in camera cases. Recently found 800 ISO stuff, Kodak black and white from the early 90s. And you know what? Some of it works fine, but boy, some of the color stocks, no, they just don't hold up. That's why I had to bring a couple of new rolls too. I have so much old stock, film stock. No, it's tough. The first camera I ever had, says Dave. I knew you'd be into it. I've seen disc film. Yeah, they're crazy. And I have a little, I don't have it over here. I have a little thing from, what is it? Negative Solutions, that the little company that makes all the little templates, the little holders for your flatbed scanners. I have a disc, but it only scans one at a time, I think. One little frame, so you gotta do 15 times. Yeah, the photos are grainy. I mean, the image size is so tiny. It's $20 for a 16 millimeter, I think you mean, is it Keystone? Pretty good. Yeah, that's probably about average. Depends on what model. Me name, personally love those reverse loading mechanisms on 35 millimeter. Very convenient for bulk loaded film that isn't set 36 or 20. Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. In fact, it's easy when you're done. You just open it up and take it out. Yeah, final run, right, Mike? Did research about 4 years ago. There was some guy I found online who said he could develop disc film. I have no idea if he was legit. I've developed disc film. You can just, honestly, just drop it in a Patterson tank. There's a guy on Etsy that Travis showed me that 3D prints really cool disc film holders. For the two reel Patterson tank, you just snap in. You can snap in 3 discs, and then just pushes right down on the center rod of a 2 reel Patterson. They're great, yeah. Well, they're C41, but they're actually like C41A or something. There was something different about them. It's difficult to get good images out of old disc film, but I have a few that is found film. Kodak will stop selling disc film by 1999. I just read that. Right on the top. Huh. Beginning December 31st, 1998, Kodak will no longer market disc film. Since Kodak is the only remaining manufacturer of disc film, it will be very difficult to purchase disc film after this date. Newer photographic technology like the Advanced Photo System, or the APS, is now available, and we hope you will consider it. The little 24 millimeter frames. That's pretty cool. I never saw that. Yeah, this was C41A or something like that for developing, which is C41. I don't know what the A was, though. I've never been able to find out any information on it. Yeah, Lyndon, they're old school. My grandparents and folks used them in the 80s. Okay, settle down, radios. Disc films, easy to develop. Just throw it in. Yeah, I just toss it in there. But honestly, does fine without a reel. Seller. Oh yeah, that's what I was just saying. I'm so far behind, guys. Is disc film developed the same way? Yes, like I was saying, it's C41A, whatever the A. I don't know what the A stands for. Jim says the Canon 814 mono zoom uses a roll of K40, and the Kodak Cine had a roll R8 film still in it. Woo! Shoot it! 4 stops over. There's a seller on Etsy. That's the one I was just talking about. Yeah. Can you drop the link? It would be kind of cool if people could see that. I've used C41 and cross-processed it in. Yeah, I mean, black and white's the way to go, I think, for really old C41 film. It's a lot safer. cool temperatures. By the way, anyone who's waiting to find Beyond the Bolex as a streamer, I noticed PBS has it up for US viewers right now. Oh, awesome. I want to watch it. Let me make a note of that. Beyond the Bolex. I want to see that. I remember when she was talking about it, the granddaughter. Beyond the Bolex, PBS. Okay. All right, let me show you the other one. And then lastly, in this case, I brought, oh, reliable, my Canon F3. This is my favorite camera. And I don't know why the lens cap popped up. But I have my my 50 millimeter Nikkor 1.4 on there. I loaded it up with some Portra 160 because I like the slower speed Portra, if you can find it. Not one picture. I didn't take one picture with this camera. Let me tell you, it's difficult. Those of you who have children, you know, and I also brought this, my 28 millimeter f2.8, and I brought this, a pretty decent Vivitar series, zoom, right? What is it, a 70 to 210 or something like that? It is, yeah, 70 to 210. Great lens, really, really solid lens for that Nikon. Didn't shoot any of it, none of it, nothing in this case. Sorry guys, I know I'm behind. Thank you for that, Lyle. I wrote that down. I want to watch that. In the 90s, my folks used disposable cameras. Yeah, I'm getting there. Check these out. I have quite a few of these. I have some in found film that were fully exposed, but every time you get them, there's always a few that aren't exposed. And I usually just give them to my kids, and if we go somewhere, and have them just snap pictures off. And I did it last time, and they just came out so bad. And it wasn't them. It was, the film is just so unpredictable nowadays. They still make those. So, yeah, okay, so that was bag 2, and nothing in that bag ever got used. You ready for this? Oh, I forgot to put this one away. We'll do that later. This was the third bag that I brought. So I asked my wife, I'm like, what should I bring? Should I just bring one camera? And you know I'm not going to use anything. She's like, we have the trunk space. Put it in there. Put it in the room, hotel room, and then if you don't use it, no big deal. And that's what happened. I didn't use it. However, I did use one of these. I also brought this. I got an APS, but only one APS. I have an APS somewhere, but it doesn't even work anymore. Scanning disc film is harder than developing it. Yeah, I know. The template I have, the guide, you have to cut the centerpiece out, and it's hard. Excuse me, and I don't like doing that. Hey, Renjet is here. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, the PBS showing is 1 hour condensed cut. Well, that's okay. I just want to see some of it. Epson scanner software has a hard time figuring out what the hell obscure picture. Yeah, I know. I got the hiccups, guys. I'm sorry. I know you heard that. I should have bought that. Oh, well, yeah. Why didn't you? Better let. Hey, Russell's here. And look, Jim is here from Greece. Hello. Again, 4 months with no rain. Ugh, we're about to get bombarded with rain. I'm here, and speaking of the devil, Jeffrey says, I learned I overpack. I ended up using one camera, went to a walk in Boston, took 5 cameras, 2 camcorders. Look, everything. Always. So here's what I brought. First and foremost, boom. I brought this, and I'll show you guys. I actually used this. This camera currently has my entry to our film fund. My what do you call it? The Tri-X. So I sat it, we were on the beach, and I put it on that tiny little tripod thingy. And if you look close, in the top right kind of the camera, or the center top, you could see that my intervalometer is set to 5. So for 1 solid hour, I just wanted to get waves, people walking by, you know, whatever I could find, whatever was in front of us. And the beach wasn't crowded and all that, but it was cool waves, birds. So I had it set on 5, so it took 1 frame every 5 seconds, and I did it for an hour. So do the math. I can't think offhand. Is that 15? It's either 15 or 15 seconds of finished film. I think that's right. Because I'm going to show it at 24 frames per second. So I still have my triax in here, my roll that we're doing with the word. And I did that for 1 hour. Every 5-ish seconds, it would take 1 frame. Okay, so that's that. And then, oh, I had this too. Oh yeah, I also brought the camera that I shoot my YouTube videos with, my Canon M50. And I brought this zoom lens I thought would be kind of fun, but I never even took it out of the bag for that camera. And I took this. Does anybody know what this goes to? Surely you do, and don't call me Shirley. That's a great wife. Yeah, she's awesome. Thanks, Mike. Kind of saving for a Columbia AJ phonograph from 1902. You and those phonographs. You're like, your phonographs are like flying O's cameras. So that's why I didn't spend more on something else. That's okay. Of course you did. I still haven't found out if the mic works with mine. Well, you need to test it. You know, it's supposed to have an intervalometer. Yeah. My XL401 has one. APS film is easier to develop and scan than disc. Well, because it's nice and flat. And you can get those little template thingies. What are they called? The templates, the patterns, I don't know. That's it, Mikey. My family used to call me Mikey. So I took this. Now, you know, I didn't even bother loading it. This is my Super 16 one. I didn't even put film in it because I had this funny feeling that I wasn't going to use it. And yes, I made this little doily. Can you guys see that? It's a rubber band, and that's just that closed cell foam, and I just push it right into the viewfinder. Just if I'm not, you know, if I'm out and about and I'm not using it, I don't want light getting in and hitting the film. There's no film in it right now, and I have tape covering the meter back here, just so I can see. Just a little added protection. It's just painter's tape. So I brought this, and of course, never took it out of the bag. And what film stock did I bring with it to shoot? Well, I brought Plus X 7231, probably the best Plus X ever. I brought Vision 2 50D. That's Vision 2, right? Yep, 50D. The best color film stock ever produced. Very subjective, I know, but that's my opinion. Is that what I brought? Yes. Oh, and my cover. Remember the cover my wife made for it? The dark cover, which hopefully we started redesigning because I want one that's really cool and works great for the camera. Do you guys remember the cover we made for that K3? So anyway, another one that, you know, bulky and heavy, and I really didn't use. I used mine just for the time lapse. If you only were able to take one camera, which would you have taken? I would have taken my 514 XL. Just because it's so easy. We did a lot of walking around, and when the 2 kids are with us and my wife, you know, they don't like to continuously stop while I film stuff, and it's kind of a pain, and it's hot. So it's hard. You guys know shooting film is hard. It takes time. It's not hard, it takes time. It's not, I could take my phone out and film or in video anything, and it takes seconds. That's just not how it works with film cameras. You gotta zoom in, focus real quick, zoom out, hope that everything's set right, and you know, it's just, hope that your subject doesn't move toward you or behind you or just, I mean, the lighting, is it right? And you gotta use electronic exposure. It's just, I would definitely, Dave, take my 514 XL. I got a Cybertruck earlier today in Fortnite, of course. Yep, that's it, Mike. K3 support. I thought I was an overpacker. Oh, and I brought, and never used, but I will always bring it. Let me show you. I like big cameras and I cannot lie. I now only take one camera. That's a great idea, Gordon. I always feel better just knowing I have stuff like that with me, even if I don't use them. Yeah, I know, Barry. I hadn't packed my clothes yet. It took one of those rolling carts just to get my cameras to the room. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Mike. And my wife says the same thing. Why not just have it? It's one trip to the room and then you have it. So I also brought this. I didn't want to take a tripod per se, but I wanted something simple. You guys remember I showed you this. This is a great little thing from that Neewer. You know, they're kind of like taking over the low budget stuff. But my monopod with the feet. Look at that. Took my mono feet pod. And you can take the foot thing off and put a point or whatever on the bottom to make it a true monopod. Just snap them back up. You can adjust, you know, everything. So anyway, I never used it. I just thought it would be cool to sling it over my shoulder and have it if I need it, but I never needed it. Never took it out of the bag. Well, you know, it is what it is. So I want to show you guys what I got. Where are we at? Always felt better. Okay, now I only take one camera. Very smart. Drain plug cover. Patented. Sorry, guys. Wait, what I missed, Lyle? Thought I was an overpacker. Drain plug cover. What did I miss? Oh, man. Okay. Jeffrey says, I took several cameras on a cruise. I found out that I was looking through a viewfinder, had to put the camera down and be in the moment, and that did not last as long as I wanted. That's the bad thing about being the camera guy. You miss everything, you know? You miss everything. You guys can see my film closet back there. Forgot to close it. Speaking of that, you could see, can you guys see me back here? Film, film, film. All of this is film, film, film. And then cameras, and then cameras. Oh, there's even film on the bathroom counter. This is my bathroom. I'm going to show you guys what I got recently for $75. I got this. You guys know how much I love Plus X. And it holds up well. I don't care if it's expired or not. These are 100-foot rolls of Plus X. 100-foot rolls of Plus X, old expired Plus X in 16 millimeter. Some of it is one perf, and some of it I noticed is double perf, which is kind of cool. So one perf, and this is both edges, one edge, one edge. Okay, so single perf, double perf. Now this is good if I want to shoot it in one of these cameras, like load it up into, can you guys see that? If I wanted to load it up and shoot it in one of these 16 millimeter cameras, cut the roll in half, put it in one of these cartridges or magazines. That's currently has some EXR 100T. And then I can shoot, because you have to have double perf film in these. So if you want double perf Plus X, I got it right there. $75 for all of this film. But wait, I'm sounding like Billy Mays. But wait. It also included this, 4 200-foot rolls of Tri-X 7278. 4 rolls, 7278. Sealed too. This side's not. Oh, I opened one of them, and you can see I retaped it. just to check it. 75 bucks plus shipping. And it came with some leader and a couple other little things too, some other little knickknacks, which was pretty cool actually. But I figure there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 rolls of Plus X. I mean, honestly, at some eBayers prices, this is like $4,000. I don't know what happened to that roll of Kodachrome. Remember we talked about that Kodachrome last 2 weeks ago? That the person wanted, the lady was selling, she wanted $2,500 for a roll of Kodachrome, 100 feet. All right, so now we're about 54 minutes in. Let's start again. Let me catch up. Okay, I don't like missing people's. Bonnie, I also saw the old Bolex factory, and so I'd love to see that, Bonnie. Talking about the 601. Next bag includes lighting, folly mics, director's chair. I took out a Bolex H16 in the week and shot some 70s video news film, Ektachrome. Processed it in E6 and it came out all blue. I have another couple rolls, so I'll treat it black. Always treat old Ektachrome as black and white. All blue. Was there images though, Russell, or was it just have that blue cast? Speaking of that, just about, oh my, I got you, Lyle. I did the same thing on my tank. I don't have it right here. Just to put on the top of my UPB-1A, the developing tank, kind of push it down in there. Yeah, Jim, I got so much film now. Honestly, I could probably retire if I sold it. Hey, thanks. Somebody emailing me? Yes, it's hard work. It's like bringing everything for eventually. Maybe all you need is charged smartphone. Yeah, no, you're right, Lyndon. And it's so much easier to just take out your phone. Now the phone is great for. I send a lot of texts to my family and send pictures of my kids and that kind of stuff. You're not going to film everything with film. I don't film everything with film. It's impossible. So you have to use your smartphones. Travis, yours came out pink. Yeah, I want to show you guys something. I've known this for a long time. I've just never tried it. You can actually process ECN2, old Vision and Fuji, you know, like the ECN stocks. It's published. It's well published on Kodak's websites and their data sheets. ECN processing, really the developer is the only step that needs to be done in the dark. I've known that, but I've always been terrified to ever try it. Am I, by the way, I'm getting glitchy. Am I glitching? Uh-oh. It's glitching on my end. I'm just hoping it's not on your end. Hang on, guys. Yeah, it's glitching really bad for me. I'm plugged in hardwired. Hopefully it clears up. Yeah, it's definitely glitching. Not the audio. Okay, that's good. Well, I'm going to put still photos up anyway. So here, this. That's a piece of max headroom. Yeah, Jim, I don't know what's causing that. It says it's overloading, but I'm not sure why. So that's a test. I shot a 100-foot roll of test film, some old ECN2 film. I don't remember what it is, some old Vision stock. And I shot the same thing for 100 feet, and I just do little clips to test my chemicals. I processed it. That's how it came out after just the developer. So there were clearly images. So after that, I put it back in the tank. I used my little DIY 16mm reel, and I bleached it. That's bleach you see in there. Audio is getting jumpy. Okay. And it came out like that. So then I put it in the fixer. That's fixer. This is all in the light. And it came out like that. Now it's hard to tell. I should have probably taken one more picture, but it came out fine. It was perfect. So, yeah, and I know we're glitching, guys. Sorry. Really. And it says, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Sorry. And I have a video I wanted to show you guys. I'm just afraid now. It's good now. I'm afraid it won't show, but let me turn everything down here. All right. All right. Well, hopefully it's good. Not glitching. So I don't know what causes that. I can see now that it's running fine. I can see my image. So, okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. And then, oh, did you guys notice I'm messing with my YouTube banner? I'm just goofing. I'm tired of just the blue with my name. So the background is actually, if you guys remember, the background, the filmy grain looking thing is actually the picture. Do you remember the 120 film I showed several weeks ago that was ghostly like, and some of the frame numbers came off on the backing paper? Well, that's it. You guys told me, hey, that would, some people pay for those kind of filters. Use it for something. So that's what I used it for. Looks okay, not glitching. Okay, good. All right, okay, good. So while I have you guys, do you remember 2 weeks ago we did the swimmer in 16 millimeter? Remember the girl swimming and it had audio, but we hadn't extracted the audio, and I said, well, I wonder what it is. Well, I know what it is now because I extracted the audio and I have it available. If you guys want to see, first let me know, do you guys remember the film I'm talking about? It was a 16 millimeter film that I had gotten when I bought some little reels, some little 50-foot reels. And it had optical sound, optical audio on one edge. Yes, 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 I remember it. Well, here, kids, here, children, my friends, anybody want to venture a guess really quick what the audio is? I think we talked about it before, because I know now. I hope it comes through okay. We'll find out in a minute. So, Jim, what it was is I bought some 50-foot reels of 16 millimeter plastic reels on eBay from a seller, and he said if you buy, every reel gets 5 feet of decorative old film. Well, I bought like, I can't remember how many reels I bought, but I ended up getting like 25 feet of film, or 50 feet or something like that to go with it. So maybe I bought 10, and he sent me 50 feet of random film. So I scanned it just for gits and shiggles, and it was fun. It's a from, I don't know, the 70s, a woman, no, 50s, from the 50s we thought. She's swimming, and there's a soundtrack, audio, or an optical soundtrack along one edge. Yeah, from 58 radios, you're right. Classic man narration, but you might be right, but what narration? What would it be about? I think Dave's on the right track. Without any further ado, let me show you the swimmer. You guys have to let me know if the audio doesn't come through, because I can't hear it on my end. Yes, Dave. Yes.
This is the dolphin ballet.
Someone let me know if you can hear it.
Feet come together just before you submerge, then execute a regular dolphin. Head aligned, back arched, and a smooth, even circle. The porpoise dolphin begins as a porpoise.
Because I cannot hear
Arch the body, returning to the surface on the back. Then into a dolphin, and finish in a layout position on the face. The front flip also begins as a porpoise. Throw the feet across the water surface.
Radios.
propeller sculling up and finishing on the back.
Yeah, I had to do a tiny bit of grading. It wasn't real easy to do, but does this look familiar?
The back pike somersault. Keep your
Have you
pike
seen
as
that before,
tight as
Jim?
possible. Head and feet should break surface at the same time.
It might be. It might
Pull
be
one
that,
knee up
Mike.
for the
I'm
back
not
pike
sure.
somersault, bent knee.
You're learning so
Complete the
much
stunt
about
by lowering
swimming.
the knee and returning to layout position.
Ew.
In the sub, a front pike somersault is broken as the legs rise.
Voila! So there you have it. I'm sure I spelled that wrong. Florida's Weeki-Wachi. I've actually been there, Mike, and it's not here anymore, I don't think, but it could have been training for that. Yeah. So there, mystery solved. We know what the audio was. How did the audio sound to you guys? I extracted it from the film using AEO Lite. It's an open source program for just that. Maybe in school back in the 70s. Oh, cool. That's fun. Internet just cut here. Well, it was me. Oh, okay. It's always you, Jeffrey. Went there as a kid. It sounded good. All right, awesome. All right. Who is not involved in our 5K giveaway in the United States yet that wants to be? If you just joined us and you're interested, I'm giving away this roll of film. I'll send it to you. You shoot it within a year. I don't care when. You can shoot it that day. I'm going to process it. I'm going to scan it. I'm going to send you a file, and I'll send the film back to you as my thank you for being my friend. You see who we have. But if you're interested, yeah, I love all those things on the west coast of Florida. Those were fun. Have you, Gordon? Yeah, it's interesting. It's takes a little getting used to, but it was fun. Sound was Dolby Surround 5. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I know it was mono. It was only the one track. Bonnie, I'm sorry. But I'm in Sweden, so yeah. If only I was born in the USA. You don't even have to be born here. I don't mind. As long as you're here currently. So right now, let me tell you who's in. We have 10 solid contenders for the film. We have at 1, Flying O. 2, Jim Cahill. 3, Cecil DeVille. 4, Old Radios. 5, Lyle Scott. 6, Butch Magnum. 7, This Side Toward the Screen. 8, Me Name. 9, Joe Schmo. And 10 is Canop Top. If I did not mention your name and you live in the United States, or you are in the United States, or you have a mailing address in the United States, I don't care. Any of those are fine. And you want a shot, a 1 in 10-ish shot, at a free roll of old film, includes processing, scanning, and return shipping, then let me know. So I could be involved if I travel for one day, pick up the film. Absolutely, Bonnie. If you want to fly to the States to pick up a $25 roll of film, you get your over here. Nice boss reference. You know, Gordon, that would be up to the person. This is simply a free roll of film. It would be like buying it at Pro 8mm, only this is Pro Filmboy 24mm. And not so pro. So it would be up to whoever shot it. If you win it and you want to shoot it with the intention of me showing it on a live stream, then do that, yeah. I would gladly show it. All right, so that's it. I got 10 names. We have 1 hour and 8 minutes in. I have 10 names. I'm getting ready to draw. I'll draw at 1:15. So we'll chit-chat until 1:15. Which is, well, an hour until we're an hour and 15 minutes in, because we're going 122 per Bonnie today. And what was the reason for that, Bonnie? Was that 1 second? Is that 1 second per subscriber? I think that's what she said. And if we happen to get cut off before if something goes on with my internet, then we'll do it next week. But I have the names. Did you ever share the origin of your Filmboy24 name? You said it wasn't 24 frames per second. I feel like somebody got it, but no, I don't know that I've... Does anybody want to venture a guess? The moniker Filmboy24 has been with me for many, many years. Many years. 25, 30 years. But 24 did not come from 24 frames per second. Episode 324. Yes, I know, Jim. It would take forever. I'd love to go to Greece. You have no idea. The 24 stands for something. Born in 1924. Yes! It was 1 second per sub. I tried 1 minute per sub, but that would be 83 hours. My age when I first started filming, no. Shooting 24 hours per day, no. I was a lot younger than 24 when I first started filming. Film scanner. Wait. Oh, Russell. No, I do not own 24 scanners. I actually own six film scanners. I should get rid of some. I should do a giveaway with one of my Wolverine units. Buying film on eBay 24 hours a day. Yeah, that could be it, Bonnie. I mean, that's probably halfway accurate. I'll give you a hint and it'll give it away. Well, maybe if you follow. YouTube picked the name and it just sounded right. Filmboy was taken. How about Filmboy2439AQ7? 18 more. 18 more. So okay, here's the hint. I have always been, until the last couple years, a huge NASCAR fan. So go from there. Drinking coffee 24 hours a day. Jeffrey is absolutely right. I have met Jeff Gordon quite a few times. He's such a cool guy. You know, I was a police officer in Daytona Beach, Florida. Well, Daytona Beach, Florida is the hub of NASCAR. The main offices are here. I mean, a lot of their corporate stuff is here. And I was in the 90s. I mean, we worked a lot of NASCAR events, and I was lucky enough to meet a ton of the drivers on many occasions. And my original favorite driver, Alan Kulwicki, I had the opportunity to sit down with him in the early 90s, just before he was killed in a plane crash. And so yeah, it was so much fun meeting all of these great guys. So pleasant, so cordial. And Jeff was no different. I mean, he was always bombarded by people, because he was like the cool kid of NASCAR when he started, you know. But I've just always been a fan. I've always just thought he was, you know, started kind of from nothing, and kind of like me, and just had fun. So anyway, that's kind of where it came from. No, that's exactly where it came from. Trying to find a 16mm scanner for the uni I work at. Any suggestions? Well, there's really not that many options, Russell. I mean, I don't know. I don't have uni money, but you know, there's some. I mean that Pictor, or not Pictor, that's Super 8. That Filmboy24, from what I understand, is a great option. I've been kind of looking at the Blackmagic Cintel scanner. They have some improvements, I think, that need to be made before you can take them overly serious. But it's a great looking scanner, and it's about 30. I think it's 32,000 US dollars right now. Filmboy24 is higher, 40, 42, something like that. But nothing in the low end. There's really not much there out there. I don't know who number 25 car. Yeah, Jeff Gordon. Yeah. One of our officers at Boca PD gave him a speeding. Oh, I pulled over. I hardly gave tickets. I was always nice, but I pulled over Brian France once. If you don't know Brian France, his grandfather is Bill France, the guy who started NASCAR, and he was very cordial. Didn't mention who he was. It was late at night. He was in a black Escalade with his friends, but yeah, he was a nice guy. Don't forget the images, not a. Oh, did you send me images, Bonnie? I didn't know. I didn't see any. Oh, the Bolex. Is that the Bolex images you sent? That's pretty cool. It won't go sideways though. Why? Can you guys see this? This is the Bolex headquarters. It's going to be hard to see. And then, oh, that's wicked. That's pretty cool. Yahoo. Very cool. Alright, as you guys can see, I do have this Google randomizer geared up, ready to go. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to tap it in front of you. Sterling's dad was Cuckoo Marlin. Yes, he was, and he was a great driver too. He was from the like the 60s, right, Cecil? Ernie Irvin for me, 28 Texaco Haviland car, so long. I met Ernie Irvin, and in fact, I even met Kenny Irwin, who ended up in that car after Ernie was killed on the racetrack. But I met Kenny Irwin as well, and another really, really solid kid, you know. And I met the original guy with the 28 car, Allison. Come on. The baby Allison. Not Bobby, not, you know. God, it's been so many years. Yeah, Ernie Irvin. He really messed up his eye, didn't he? Question, do you know if the sound films with the magnetic sound demagnetize after years? Like, Jim, that's a good question. I have not really had any that had issues. I think they would demagnetize if you put magnets on them. I've developed a lot of sound film fairly recently, within the last 5-ish years, and I get audio on a lot of them. A lot of them. Yeah, that's a lot of money, Russell. It's way beyond my budget. The Kodak car. Yeah, I know. That car was awesome. Number 4. I read that Kodak Alaris has been sold. Also heard that 9.5mm film is being produced again. I wonder why. The cameras can't be that easy to come by. I love the Sterling Kodak car. Yeah, it was a great car. Oh, Russell, that was you that sent those pics. I didn't get any from you, Bonnie. Unless that, I don't know. I don't know who the name is. Whose did I show? Davey Allison. Duh. Thanks, Lyle. And thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, Davey Allison. I have about 25,000 NASCAR racing cards, trading cards. They're not worth anything. I always collected them, and I don't even know why. I was just a fan. I remember February 18, 2001. I was sitting in a police car. I was working for the Speedway. They hired police officers. I was still there in 2001. And I was sitting in a police car working the infield. And I was looking at turn 4 in the police car. And it was packed. And as he hit the wall and watched him slide down the wall, I was a detective at the time. So we ended up getting a lot of, there was a lot that happened with that when he died, Dale Earnhardt Sr. It was very bureaucratic. There was a lot of tension in the detective bureau, back and forth with the commanders, and we wanted to go see the car, and they wouldn't let us, and oh, it was a mess. But Rusty Wallace comes running up to my police car. He was begging me to run him to the hospital, and there's cars everywhere, and I said, I can't. There's nowhere to go. I can't move. The traffic was everywhere, and okay. I sent you a pic of shooting the V. Oh, I didn't see that. Shooting the VNF. Russell, did you email it to me? Or did you Facebook it or something? I don't see it. I don't see it, Russell. I was into NASCAR when Cale Yarborough and Petty, etc. were the names. I'm old. Yeah. I was too, though. I mean, Petty retired, I think it was 88. Richard Petty, somewhere in that range. And I was at the race when he flipped at Daytona. Pretty much ended him. We have boxes of those die-cast cars in the basement. Well, we don't talk about it. I have quite a few of the little die-cast in the blister packs. Facebook chat. Let me see. I have a couple. I have to switch to Filmboy24's Facebook, but let me look. Oh, there it is. Maybe. Wait. I got these, Russell. That's just your camera? Right? Am I missing one? I got one from Jim, but I don't see. My old AOL screen name used to be IrishBoy9991. AOL. Resent it, but it said it was sent on my end. Huh. Well, if it comes through in the next few minutes, I will definitely let you know. These came through at like 1 minute ago, but they're cool. The Bolex pictures. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, just a cam. Yeah. That's with the adapter, with the SLR lens, right? That's awesome. Look at that lens. That's great. Yeah, I got those. Awesome. Okay, it's 1 hour and 22 minutes. We went long. Okay, so now that we have everybody, we don't have a number 11, right? We don't have a number 11. So here's the list. We're going to wrap it up, and we're going to pick. You guys check your number. Everybody get their number. Okay, now you have your number. It's got a little 9 on the bottom, but I'm going to try to be able to tap this so you guys can see it. Let me see if I can. And when we're ready, we're going to tap, and we're going to see who gets the film and processing and scanning. Ready? I know I'm not going to be able to hit it because I can't see it. There it is. Who is it? Number 7. Who's number 7? Number 7. It's Jeffrey. Guys, it's number 7. See the 7 on the bottom? And number 7 is Jeffrey. This side towards the screen. Jeffrey, I think I have your address already. So no need to, or do I? Do I have your address? Yes, I do have your address. I'm pretty sure. Lucky number 7. All right, I'm going to circle this or check it. So we will send Jeffrey another roll of Tri-X. I say another because he's part of the excuse me, the 5 rolls that I sent out. And Jeffrey sent his back already. Hint, hint. So Jeffrey will be getting another one. Jeffrey, this is yours. Do whatever you want with it. Have fun with it. Send it to me whenever you want. And we will get it all set up for you. Oh, Pete wanted the film. So close. Yeah, where were you? Number 8. Dang it. Dang it. You know what? We'll do one more. Let's do one more. If it comes up 7, then we'll hit it again. We'll do one more. 5,000 subscribers, and you guys don't know how appreciative I am. So we're going to do one more. I have more of this. So it'll be a duplicate of this. You remember your number. And I'm going to try to hit it again. I like to do it right in front of you. Am I close? Number 6. Who's number 6? Butch Magnum. Butch. Be there? Butch, you're going to get a roll as well. I may have your address, but please email me. Email me, Butch. And I'm going to send these out. I'll probably send them out tomorrow. So you should have them this coming week. Again, this is no pressure. This is yours. I want you to take your time, do whatever you want, test cameras. It's freebie. Send it to me whenever you want. And I'll process it, I'll scan it, I'll upload the finished copy, and then I'll send you the roll back, the finished roll, with leader on the head and the tail. Boom. Guys, you don't know how much I appreciate each and every one of you. I really, really do. This means so much to me. I can't even express. I wish my dad was here to see it. But it's okay. Runners up. Oh, runners up. No. Butch was kind of the runner-up. We need an international one. Yeah, maybe that 10,000. Maybe we'll do that at 10,000. Thanks, Mike. Of course, Jeffrey. Yeah, where's the competitive for starving British? Probably won't come out, some of it. Fun times. This is so much fun for me. I really do appreciate everybody. We have hit 1 hour. This is probably officially our longest stream. I'm actually starting to lose my voice. So we're going to have to wrap it up. We hit 1 hour and about 27 minutes by the time I click the button. So I will have to bid farewell and adieu. Had a lot of fun today. Another great thank you, Barry. Thank you to everybody. 5,000 subscribers. Wow. Means the world to me. You guys don't know. I couldn't do it without you. We have the greatest community. The absolute greatest community here. There's always 25 or 30 people that just, they make it. You guys make it for me. And we will see you next Sunday, barring hurricanes or anything. Keep an eye out. Saturday or Sunday on the community tab, I will post a picture like I always do to make sure we know if we're going to have a stream or not. Nice one. Like, thank you, Russell. Thank you, Jim and Radios and Jeffrey and Mike and Cecil and Bonnie and Rimjet and God, so many of you guys. Awesome people. And me name. Okay. I think we're done. And Pete and Gordon and Knocktop, my buddy Dave and Travis and Jim from Greece, and I know I left. And Lyle, of course. I left some people out, and I'm sorry. I appreciate it. Guys, we'll see everybody next Sunday. Peace. Bye, Lyndon.